This is whether or not I die. So here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sunday Nights. I'm your host, Dean McGarren, joined once again by our cast of talented and affordable players. When last we left our heroes, we had delved deeper into Torlangiel's tomb. With the last door open, Mira went back to scout out ahead. What she found was a room filled with decommissioned warforges, each missing parts, and above them, the hulking mass of a mechanical titan. A fight ensues, with Muriel damaging one of the titan's cores. The leak power awakened Beep Mark IV, a Warforged artificer looking to restore his lost honor. He joined the battle to defeat the Titan, but it was to Sergio's blade that the Titan fell. Ever the curious Sorinar does all he can to try to fix the destroyed monster, but to no avail. With the battle over, our heroes take stock of their wounds. Some want to rest and recover, but Poe urges the group forward, believing the worst to be over. A compromise has been struck. The group will hang back while Muriel scouts down the hallway. Her investigations reveal what can only be their goal, a mausoleum with a single tomb sitting atop of dais, an ancient dragon skeleton draped over the stairs. To prove her discovery, Muriel decides to take the head back to the party. Upon touching the skull, Muriel is engulfed in purple flames, and a roar echoes down the cavern. Now we continue our story, and we'll actually start with the people in the Warforges room. As you all are hanging back, trying to figure out what's going on down the hallway, a draconic roar echoes throughout the chamber. Dust falls upon you. The room shakes for probably about a good 30 seconds. What do y'all do?
Wait, Muriel's got this.
I hear the roar, and I immediately think, oh my god, our companion, and I start rushing towards the room.
I put my hand out, and I go, we don't want to blow her cover.
Can I use Divine Sense on this?
You can use Divine Sense.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
As you use the Divine Sense, it's 60 feet, correct?
That is correct.
So through your 60 feet, you sense an overwhelming presence of an evil undead.
Oh yeah. So I can't abide by undead as my class. I'm gonna have to rush in. I'm sorry, but she might be in serious danger.
Old man can't hold you back with a negative 2 to strength, so you blow past him.
Sorinar, Beep, what are you two doing?
Does he say anything about the undead as he rushes forward?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, then I'm following behind.
Okay.
If the party's going, so is Poe.
Okay. All right. Beep.
Well, I don't want to be left here by myself. Calculating. Less than 5% chance of survival. Let's do this.
Don't tell me the odds.
So you're saying there's a chance?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Wait, 5%? That's 1 in 20. So if we roll a nat 20, we'll survive this encounter. Cool. All right. Poe will be third in line, with Beep in fourth, our cleric in first. Sound about right?
No.
No? Paladin in first?
Yeah, I'll go out in front.
Cleric will pick up the rear.
Okay.
All right, so as you guys are deciding, we're going to go back down to Muriel. Muriel, the flames engulf you, but you quickly escape damage. The skeleton glows with an eerily purple flame, and all of a sudden, from the back of the skeleton itself, skeletal wings erupt out of the back, and something seems to be pulling itself out of the skull.
Oh, well, this is awkward. All right, I'm going to roll stealth, because I do not want to be here when it wakes up. At least not be seen when it wakes up, I should say.
Okay, so what do you hide behind?
Okay, I am going to hide behind an urn. And because I am a wood elf, I have an ability called Mask of the Wild. So I don't know if this would apply in a dungeon setting, but I can attempt to hide even when you're only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling stone, mist, and other natural phenomenon. I don't know if that would help in this situation, but...
the fire. Smoke from the fire, maybe.
The urn is not really the urns are not really a natural phenomenon, but I'll give you the hide check if you want to go ahead and make that.
All right, and I get advantage because of my elven boots.
Ooh.
So here we go.
All right, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 19 for stealth.
Ooh, a 19 for stealth.
Am I stealthy?
So you hide behind the urn?
It's in time for us to come in and blow it.
No, actually, I think that this is the perfect time for you guys to come in.
As you hide, a giant spectral dragon appears from the skeleton. It starts to look around the room. You hear, "Where are you? I smell you. Don't worry. I don't bite." And at that time, Sergio and Beat will make their way over into the room.
Glad to see that the distraction has arrived.
Do you say that out loud, Muriel?
No, this is all internal.
Okay.
I may not be the brightest bulb in the bunch, but I know better than to say anything out loud right now.
So, Sergio, as you enter the room, you see this massive dragon that seems to be made out of purple fire. Its eye sockets are glowing red. It has detached itself from the skeleton, all except its tail, which seems to be resting upon the skull. It looks over to you and is like, "Hello, warrior of light. Have you come to slay me?"
No,
"Oh? Then what brings you here?"
we've come to retrieve an item.
"Well, I can't permit that."
Sure you can. Just
What
give
if
us what
we-
we want and we'll go on our merry way.
My curse will not permit me to allow you to do that.
What kind of curse is it? Maybe we can help.
Oh? Can you help? It starts to glide closer to you.
I mean, I am a warrior of light, as you said. It's my job to help.
Out of character question, as it moves forward, is it still attached to the skull?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay, time to do that whole perceiving thing and see if it works.
Yes, it is.
Aha.
So where it looked like it was like laying on there, it's definitely coming. The tail itself is coming out of the skull. It seems to be almost a projection.
All right, so I say that thing probably needs to be destroyed. But that's just my internal thought. I'll let you guys get back to you.
Sorinar, Poe, Beep. Are you three doing anything?
Yes, I am going to cast Guardian of Faith right next to our paladin.
Thank you.
I'm just going to ready defense. See what happens.
Please tell me how I can help you. What do you need me to do to help you break this curse?
So you're attacking with Guardian of Faith?
No, I'm just going to make him appear there. He only attacks hostile creatures. So he's going to stand there, and then if he becomes hostile, then he will attack.
Sergio, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Sure thing. 22?
Okay. It looks at you. "I am cursed to guard this tomb, and I can never escape to the afterlife. Now," a spectral claw moves closer to you. "So my question, little mortal, is what are you looking for?" Beep. What are you doing?
Beep wants to very quietly with his tinker tools start repairing some of the damage to his armor. He's gonna go ahead and he can't. I thought he had cure wounds. Okay, I'm gonna kind of chill out here then. And
Okay.
if combat ensues, I'm ready to jump out and surround this guy.
All right.
Poe.
I'm in the same boat.
Okay. All right. So what'd you say,
Lydia's
Sergio?
playing with Skyrim.
Am I still able to speak with the dragon?
Yes, you are still able to speak with the dragon. So, but I was just checking because Poe has not entered the room yet. He's kind of just like hanging around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, Poe's in the back.
Okay.
I want to ask the dragon who cursed him.
"It was the builders of this tomb. I was slain in mortal combat, and instead of traveling to the afterlife, they imprisoned me to guard my enemy."
Did your enemy happen to have an axe?
"Yes, it was the very one that slew me."
It's pretty tough luck, man. I mean, what if we just took the axe off your hands and, maybe if we left with the axe, you wouldn't have to guard it anymore.
"Unfortunately, I cannot permit that."
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and it sounds like you had some really bad luck, but it sounds like if we need to take what we came for, we're going to have to go through you.
"Little mortal, you can try."
At this point, the dragon's attention is on the other guys, right?
Yes.
All right. Can I like duck my head out of stealth and point at the skull to make sure that they notice that that's where he's attached, but without alerting the dragon? Is there a way to do that?
I mean, his back's to us, isn't it? Or to
Yeah,
her?
its back is to you. You can try. So I would do it as a sleight of hand check.
All right, here we go. Aha! This is where I break the urn. That's an 11.
It's an 11. Okay, so so you're kind of like you're like waving your hands like.
Either they don't notice or the dragon notices. One of the two. JK, I don't know.
So they don't really take stock of what you're doing. The dragon will look around for a second, and she'll look back down to Sergio. Have you noticed the bones around here? These are the ones that imprisoned me. Do you think for a second that I will not give you the same fate as long as I am trapped within this tomb? I will guard that weapon.
Sex to suck then, and roll initiative. I'm kicking this dragon's ass.
Let's do this!
Okay, so did everybody roll initiative?
Yes, I got a big old 10.
Muriel, did you roll?
Not yet. Give me a second. And a mighty 7.
Okay, so Muriel got a 7. What did everybody else get?
I got a 17.
I got a
17.
14.
Sergio got a 15.
Okay, Sornar.
That would be a 14.
Okay, so in order, it's going to be Beep, Sergio, Sornar, the dragon, Poe, and then Muriel.
Yeah.
So we'll start this up with Beep Mark 4.
Yeah, so Beep is going to step from behind this column that he's behind, and he's going to get into a flanking position behind this guy. He's going to head and cast.
All right, so Radiant Longsword 14 will miss.
Oh no, another one of these guys.
Alright, I'll use my extra attack.
23 will hit. So as you slash into the creature, I almost dealt the damage to you. As you slash into the creature, it deals 13 points of damage. And we will go.
Me!
One of the Guardians. You had one of the Guardians to help you? Sergio, it is your turn.
So I'm going to look the dragon in the eye, and I'm going to say, I'm sorry, my friend. And then I'm going to take a swing at him.
All right, go ahead, roll for attack.
Will the 19
No.
hit?
A 19 will hit.
All right, I'm going to use Divine Smite.
All right. So since this is an undead creature, go ahead and roll the extra D8 of damage.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and roll the weapon damage first, and then give you the Divine Smite damage. That's 14 points of slashing damage and 13 radiant.
And did you cast it at a higher level?
I did indeed. Second level.
Okay, so as you cast it at a second level, so all right, so you did 27, 30, 33 points of damage to the creature.
God damn.
All right. Now I'm going to go for my second attack. It's just going to be straight.
Okay.
I'm going to go for another weapon attack. It's just going to be straight roll.
Damn.
The 15 will miss.
I don't like how roll 20 shows you with advantage, because then you see that nat 20 you miss.
And that will end my turn.
Well, you can change that.
I think I need to do that.
I won't lie. It does break my heart a little bit.
I know, right?
All right. So Sergio, are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna use some of my movement just to make some room for the rest of the group. I'm gonna move to the left.
You will not be able to move to the left. That's where the Guardian is. I mean, you can move
Like,
further to the left.
Then I'll just stay right here. I mean,
All right, Sornar, it is your turn.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame.
All right.
Ah, you foul beast.
So I got an 11.
So that's going to do 14 radiant damage.
14 radiant damage onto the creature. Holy warriors. All right, its turn. Are you doing anything else, Sornar?
No, but I'm going to re-show the Sacred thing, and you can determine of when it attacks.
So on its turn, it'll make the save. Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right. So it's a dexterity saving throw, correct?
That is correct.
All right. So he got a 9 for his saving throw. So how much damage does he take?
He's going to take 20 radiant damage.
20 radiant damage. All right.
Damn. 20 radiant. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're making very short work of this creature. It's going to reel back. As soon as it takes the damage, it's going to reel back. I need everybody in the room to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw versus being blinded.
Hooray.
Gross.
All right.
That's going to be a 10 from Sorinar.
That'll be a 25 for Muriel.
Okay.
It'll be an 8 for Sergio.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a nat 27 from old Poe.
All right.
Beep, roll a 7.
All right. So Sergio, Sorinar, and Beep, you guys are blinded until the end of your next turn. Okay.
Blinded by the light.
The light. So Poe, Muriel, as this light shines on, you see shadows appear where the skeletons are on the walls. And as the shadows appear, they start to peel themselves from the wall. And
This is not gonna be good.
And the dragon looks upon you and is like, "This is your fate." So Poe, you are not blinded, so this is just going to be just a straight attack towards you.
You son of a bitch. I did take the defensive stance. Remember, that was my prep. So he's gonna roll advantage if that's okay.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I was ready for this dragon to fucking fuck us up.
So with this advantage, it rolled an 18.
With this advantage, 18, Jesus. Yeah, that hits. I'm an old man.
Okay. So you don't take any damage.
Oh, it's a shadow, isn't it? God damn.
But you will lose 1d4 points of strength, so you will lose 2 points of strength.
Poe only has 8. Well, now he has 6. Oh, God.
You're an old crippled man. It's fine.
Oh, this can kill Poe. All right.
This can indeed kill Poe. Sergio, with advantage, 24 to attack you.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay. You're going to take 2 points of strength damage.
Oh, shadows are so rough.
They are.
No. Is this permanent effect?
It is until you finish a short or long rest.
Just to let you know, the shadow is standing where the guardian is.
Are you standing where the guardian is?
Do that on the character sheet.
Just make a note of it, and we'll figure it out. Muriel, can you go ahead and roll me a stealth check to see if the creature sees you?
Sure. This is whether or not I die. So here we go. With advantage, hopefully. I live. That is going to be a 25 for stealth.
It will actually not notice you. Beep. Beep does a 16 does not hit you, correct?
It does not.
And a 14 will not hit you.
No, it doesn't.
And this one is going to move over to Sergio again. Sergio, will 16 hit you?
It will.
It will not. Okay.
No, God.
And now the dragon's turn. It's going to move over here, and I need Sergio, Sorinar, and Poe to all make me dexterity saving throws.
Another thing Poe's good at.
Oh, remember, 2 of you are blinded, so.
So as it steps away from it, can I use my reaction to take an opportunity attack?
You can.
26.
So that's going to be a 13 from Sorinar.
Okay. So how much damage did you do to the creature?
12 slashing.
12 slashing. All right, so you do 12 points of slashing. Beep, you do see that even though the creature moves, the tail of the creature is wisping away from the skull. So let me see the rolls again. 8, 13, and 26. So congratulations to Poe. You only take half damage from this.
I have the rogue evasion, so I take none.
You take no damage from this, which is even better.
Monks get that at level 7 instead of like 3. Oh no, you guys get it at 5, that's right. Jump out of way!
So you guys are going to take 8d6. So anybody that failed to save will take 33 points of damage. Poe, you will take no points of damage.
All right, I am going to use as a reaction my Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
Wait, was this lightning breath or something?
It's shadow breath, so it's necrotic damage.
Oh, and the shadows are immune to it. That's why they didn't.
Yeah. Yep. They're immune to necrotic.
So I negate 2 damage.
Okay. All right. So next up is Poe.
All right, Poe's gonna look around the room for a hot second. Is
Okay.
the axe within sight, like line of sight?
You do not see the axe, no.
Like it's not hanging up on the wall all like
No.
dramatically,
No.
nothing like that. It's not like in the head of the dragon's skeleton.
It's not in the head of the dragon skeleton at all.
Oh shit! Bad. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna take out these. Poe's gonna fury of blows, and he's gonna start taking out these shadows because they can get pretty bad.
All right.
All right, first strike against the shadow in front of me, a 26. Does a 26 hit?
It'd be scary if it didn't. Yes, a 26 would hit.
I forgot. Everything updates. Awesome. All right, so 26 hits. I do 9 magic bludgeoning damage straight to the Dementor's face. Whoosh.
Okay. Okay.
Take my happiness now! Bam! And then does a 16 hit? Is everything...
A 16. A 16 will hit. Yes.
All right, and I'm going to kick him with my old man feet for an extra 7 bludgeoning damage. So that's 16. Is it still up?
Nope, it will dissipate.
Hooray! And then, so that's my main action and my extra attack. And then I'm going to move over between these two shadows. And I'm going to do my Fury of Blows to the one right of our paladin.
All right.
Still really bad with names. I'm sorry, everyone.
You're an old man. We forgive you.
That's a 17 and a 24 against this other
Both will
guy.
hit. Yep.
Against the guy to the right, and that's 10 damage. Is it still up?
It's still up with 10 damage.
All right, 19 damage. I'll put him down.
He will put him down. He will go. He will dissipate.
All right, and with that, Poe gains the ability of disengage with his Fury of Blows and goes, "You guys do well!" and run into the corner. Oh, hi, Muriel! See,
If you say that, I'm going to kill you.
Well, he did say that. It is your turn, so have at thee.
Alright, I don't think unless he has like I rolled a 25, I thought, on my stealth, so I don't think he actually sees me.
You were doing the hand gestures thing, so.
I guess so, whatever. At this point, I ignore the senior citizen in the group.
Right.
And I decide to do the smart thing. Actually, no, it's not the smart thing. The smart thing would be to get out of here. But what I'm going to do is, let's see, I am going to try to sneak 5, 10, 15, 20 around this column and sneak attack this dragon's skull.
Okay, roll for an attack.
Am I allowed to sneak attack a skull? I feel like...
You can attack a skull. You can't sneak attack a skull.
Dang it!
It's an inanimate object. It has a spy.
But it looks like Beep's next to it, so you might be able to still do the sneak attack damage.
Can I get the question is, can I get the damage? Because I hopefully hit it with the 26.
You do hit it with the 26. Roll regular damage.
Darn it. Okay.
Oh, man.
That's 14 piercing damage, though.
That is a lot of damage.
Magical piercing, I should say.
All right. As you pierce the skull, you see cracks, purple fire blaze out of it. The dragon whips his head around. You dare! You now have the dragon's full attention.
Haha, in that case, I'm going to use my bonus action to step behind this column and, can I stealth or no at this point?
As a bonus action, do you hide?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, roll for stealth.
Time to Scooby-Doo the crap out of this mess. Because that's all I can see it in my head right now. Okay, that will be a 20 stealth.
You think you're being sneaky? You're like you're hiding. Your body is pressed against the columns. Like, don't find me, don't find me, don't find me, don't find me, don't find me.
Ooh, classic Bilbo and Smugs.
Yeah, basically, if Bilbo were a chain smoker. All right, and that is my turn.
All right,
sure,
it's your turn.
Also, he canonically smokes a pipe.
He does.
So I'm basically Bilbo in like 50 years. I don't know. Anywho, next person's turn.
All right, so Beep is gonna step forward to get next to this skull, and he's gonna take an attack on it.
27 will hit the skull.
It's 12 magical slashing.
Anytime you hit the skull, you see the dragon just coil and twist, its body racking with pain. Are you doing anything else, Beep?
Yep, I'm gonna use my extra attack. Does an 18 hit?
18 will hit the skull, yes.
Foolish dragon is showing his cards.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna reposition a little bit back to here, and then that will end my turn.
As the flames start to go out, the size of the beast starts to actually diminish. Sergio, it is your turn.
Is Sergio still blinded?
No, you're not blinded.
Okay. I'm gonna make an attack on the shadow right next to me
Okay.
with my magic greatsword. Will an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit.
I'll give you 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
And is the dragon close enough to take a swing at?
Yep.
Alright, I am going to take a swing at the dragon next.
Okay.
Nat 20, I'll give you 28.
Yeah.
I am going to add that in with Divine Smite Undead.
Oh, all right.
So I'm going to give you 15 plus 6 magical slashing, and then another second level Divine Smite. We'll give you 13 radiant damage.
Sergio,
And that one.
please tell everybody how you make the killing blow.
I am going to take my greatsword and shove it through the chest of the dragon, and that is when the radiant damage explodes out of its chest. Right before it dies, I want Sergio to say, "Be at peace."
Just like the fire that it come from, it goes out, and you see a trail of purplish smoke swip right back into the skull. The skull's eyes are still glowing red, but it seems to be looking around frantically.
Do I notice this?
Everybody notices that.
I would like to call out to the entire group, strike the head.
Sorinar, it is your turn.
Where is it?
So the spirit went into the skull.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame? It is an inanimate object, so just go ahead and roll for damage.
That's gonna be 15.
The skull will crumble and turn to dust as it's burned away by its divine light.
Do all the shadows dissipate?
They do.
Huzzah! The day is ours.
Muriel lights a cigarette. Huzzah!
That's a
I'm gonna
drink.
pull out my blanket and lay on the floor and go to sleep.
Okay. It's night time.
I get a bag and pick up that dust.
Okay.
Might
You
be
pick
worth
up-
something.
Might be.
Yeah. Put it on my
That
belt.
was fun.
All right.
Oh, now where's that axe?
Sergio is going to drop to one knee because he is hurt really badly.
Poe walks over to Sergio, seeing him bending down on one knee, and goes, "Oh, is the axe down there?" And I lean over.
Before I go to sleep,
No.
I tell Sergio to come here.
All right, I'll walk over to him. Well, not walk, more like stumble.
I cast Cure Wounds at with my last spell slot, healing you for a whole 5,
Dope, a whole ass 5.
and then I pass out.
All right. So Sorinar passes out. Sergio takes a little bit of healing. Beep, what are you doing?
So Beep wants to look around. Can you tell us kind of what we see on this little, looks like a platform on the south?
Sure. So this mausoleum at the far wall has a dais. On top of the dais seems to be a tomb, another sarcophagi. This one, whereas the ones that not you personally, Beep, but where the party has seen the other ones, they were intricately carved. This one seems to be just very plain, made out of stone. You do see scratch marks where chisels had struck the stone, but it seems to be an incomplete work. As you're looking around the mausoleum itself, everything just seems like it wasn't finished. But the sarcophagus does have a heavy stone slat on top of it.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, it seems like the other guys are going to sleep. Should we wait, or I'm not that picky?
Let's check it slightly out with caution.
Okay.
Like, see if we can sense any sort of like evil coming from it.
Muriel takes a long drag from her cigarette and taps out some of the ash on the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
nothing happened.
Okay.
Does it look like I could maybe lift it? Open it?
It would be a strength check to lift up the sarcophagus.
What kind of writing does it have on it?
Doesn't have any writing on it. There's scratch marks where it's looked to be someone was starting to do something, and then it abruptly stops. So any pattern or anything, it looks like a
monster
a stone
of
box. A monster of, yeah, pretty much.
Monster of
Muriel looks at Poe. Hey, that shadow got you, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of sad and weak from it still, actually.
Well, so that sounds about normal. But you probably should take a rest or something.
Yeah, I'm a spring chicken. I'm fine.
Sit down and go to sleep.
No, Poe's actually, he has not taken any damage from the last 2 fights. It's great.
Well, he lost a couple levels of strength, right?
Oh, yeah, but Poe never had strength to begin with, so he's
True,
fine.
but if we run into anything else, though, it might kill him. That does the strength drainy thing.
Just out of character, when I wake up, I do have some strength on me being a Goliath.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much strength. I'm sure a robot's got this.
Yeah.
All right. So if Beep is going to try to open up the sarcophagus, I need him to make me a strength check.
I can try to open this, but I'm actually really scared. That's
Muriel and Poe take a step back.
Beep,
You
what'd you
got
get?
this.
That's a
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Weep.
Encouraging wouldn't really give him advantage, would it? Oh,
What'd you get?
I didn't help him. No.
I'll give it a shot. Sergio will give it a shot.
It's too heavy, guys.
Wow. That
so-
was amusing.
So you're shaking too much. You can't get it open. You're like, I was like, yeah, I'll definitely get it open. You're like, you're just like half trying, just nope, can't do it. Sorry.
Sergio's like, do you mind if I give it a shot?
Poe turns around, seeing Sergio get out of bed. Yeah,
Sergio
sure.
and Soren are two different people.
I thought you were both taking a long rest.
No, I just need a little bit of heals. Not yet. I'm going to go ahead and... Do you want me to make another strength check, DM?
Yeah, you can make another strength check.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and make another strength check. See if I open the lid.
Okay.
Good idea, Muriel. Take another step
Will
back.
a 23 do it?
Yeah. Yep. 23 will do it. So you start to push on it. It starts to slide. You're like, shh. And with Beep there, you're able to safely move the lid off the sarcophagus. And through the light that is on Beep's forehead, you see a glint of gold and jewels.
I'll sift through it. See what we came for is in there.
Okay. So you see a treasure trove of silver, copper, gold, platinum, and you also see gems, but you see no weapon.
Looks like there's just treasure in here. No axe.
Poe, Muriel, anybody that's not sifting through the treasure, go ahead and make me a perception check.
So once you said the axe wasn't there, my dog just let out a big. I felt that.
Was it perception or investigation?
Just a perception, or just give me a perception check.
It's a natural 20.
So
That's an 18.
20, or that's a 16 for me.
Okay, so with a natural 20, when the dragon roared and shook the area to the left, the far wall, part of the wall has actually started to crumble down. The rest of everything seems structurally sound, but it seems to be almost like a false wall.
Hey guys, come take a look at this. It looks like this place is not structurally sound.
I could have told you that.
Well,
I'm down for taking a
out of the
short
tomb.
rest before we head to the next room. I don't know
That's
about a long
prob-
rest.
That's probably a good call.
Unless you guys want to go back
Sorry,
outside
you
and
guys.
take a quick long rest.
I'm gonna scoop the treasure out of the tomb for the group and divide it up to everyone equal shares.
Oh, that left.
So what do you do?
Let's spend 8 hours, because a long rest doesn't need to be sleeping.
That's correct.
It can be doing just resting here. So yeah, we can spend this time counting money. I'm not opposed to that, and whittling. Poe needs to finish up his butterflies,
Okay.
I would like to, once Poe gets his share, I'd like to pick his pocket for it.
Oh, god damn it. Come on. Oh, he's so old.
He's so old.
What'd
All right,
get?
so you spend 8 hours. You spend 8 hours resting, recuperating. It's been quite an adventure so far. And these last 8 hours have been the most peaceful you've actually have experienced. Since you're not journeying and traveling, you find this tune to be eerily quiet.
Poe wants to break that quiet with a nice story of his when he was young in the old days. When he used to be
Okay.
tough.
Yeah.
You couldn't just start out as a bard. You had to work your way through monk and other such classes. I mean, anyway. Yeah, no. Poe tells stories of his old times to break the awkward silence during these 8 hours.
Okay.
They trail
No,
off
he
and
sounds
don't make sense at
Stories and
times,
keep
but
watch.
Muriel rolls her eyes at most of them and says, whispers to, who would be the closest to Muriel through all this?
Like physically or emotionally?
Yeah, physically.
Sergio would be the physically closest to you.
All right. Muriel leans over Sergio and says, "He's bull crapping half that mess. That never happened."
And I swear, this whale had teeth like sharks. It was crazy.
Never happened.
I have the scars to prove it.
Oh, definitely.
He got that scar when I threw an iron at him.
Those were the days.
All right, Sorinar, are you sleeping the entire 8 hours or anything that you want to do?
Yeah, no, I am going to sleep as long as it's required to get my full rest.
Okay. So Sorinar, you pass out. You're out for a good 6 hours. When you awake, you can do your prayers to get your divine power back. Sergio, what are you doing during this time? Muriel's trying to, I guess trying to shame Poe. I guess is the correct term for that.
No, she's just being like, she's letting him ramble, but like just quietly saying, "Nah, this never happened."
Okay.
He's pulling this out of his butt, or dementia, one of the two. She's not saying it like out loud to interrupt him. She's just saying it like a stage whisper almost to Sergio.
All right, Sergio, what are you doing?
I'm standing guard, keeping watch.
Okay, and Beep Mark IV. What are you doing for this 8 hours of rest?
So I've got the right tool for the job. So I'm going to use my Smith's tools to start tinkering away and building up this steel defender. Everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Boop.
What?
Cute.
I know nothing of this Boop.
It's a little mechanical creature. Looks kind of like a dog. He's a good boy.
How adorable.
Hey, does anyone have an ink set?
Ink set? No.
House can make better.
House can make better. All right. So, Muriel, what did you roll in your sleight of hand to try to steal Poe's money?
I got a sorry. I got a 16, and he has a passive perception of 12.
How much money did we get anyway? How much money, since we spent most of this time like counting while I'm telling stories, how much gold is here?
500 copper pieces, 6,000 silver pieces, 2,100 gold pieces, 100 platinum, and 8 gemstones that equal about 50 gold apiece.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
I can't do math that quickly.
A slight fortune.
Can you
could you post it in the chat?
Yep, I'll go ahead and post it in the chat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there anything in these jars?
Yes, there is ashes in the jars. If you would like to dig through them, you can.
I'm gonna just dump it out.
All right, so you just push it over.
How big are they?
They're about the size of Poe.
I will like to actually try and pick it up and dump it completely over.
Okay, so you're almost like water bottling it, just and then and you turn it upside down. Ash will fall out, and the one that you're picking up, a black mass will hit the ground. Just pop.
Is it a gooey mass?
No, it's a mummified mass, so it's dry.
Oh, mask. I heard mass, M-A-S-S.
I did say mass, M-A-S-S. It's a mummified mass, so it's dried.
All right. Then I am going to move to the one north of it and do the same.
Okay. The same thing will fall out. Ashes and a black mass will fall out. The masses are different shapes and sizes.
Can I identify what it is?
Roll me a medicine check. They seem very similar to the urns that were in the room with all the undead. They seem to be organs. You're not sure which organs they are, but it's just on a much larger scale.
All right. I try and smash them with my mace.
Well, we're doing this after our 8-hour rest, right?
That is correct.
Because 8-hour rest is supposed to be very light work, no attacking anything.
Right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and say this is after the 8 hours rest.
All right, so we all healed and spell slots back. Fantastic. Strength is back too.
Yay!
As Sorinar starts smashing things, it's almost like when you strike it, you hit it and it just kind of falls apart. The only thing that was holding it together was the fact that it was together. Basically, there's no sinew. Everything is just dried out. It's a dried husk.
Good. I mean, there's enough undead stuff in this temple.
Mm-hmm. A very weird amount of undead for a fabled hero.
I keep smashing.
Okay. As you walk around the urn, you dump out the urns, the ashes, and you smash away. As Sornar is doing all this, I'm very curious to figure out what Muriel, Poe, Sergio, and Beep are all doing. Are you all just watching this, or?
It is a slight form of entertainment.
Okay.
Muriel is enjoying the vast wealth that she has uncovered from Poe's pockets. The best part is that he's
so much better, lighter, and luckier. Poe got one of his lucky points back. He feels lucky. So lucky.
She's doing her best. She's doing her best to put you in the poorhouse.
The house Kenneth would appreciate its cut as well.
Yeah, if anyone has a higher passive perception than her 16, they see her rob my ass.
The question is, do they care?
No.
Hope.
I love our team.
I knew I should have just taken the feet alert.
Right. All right.
Sudden alert, old man.
All right. So what do you?
Road not taken.
So I go to the team. I see that they're sifting through money, and I ask for my share.
Okay.
820 gold each, baby.
Almost enough to buy plate.
That was so much math. Poe needs to take a short rest to regain his math brain. His word brain.
He wasn't really using his
too.
brain anyways.
Apparently he wasn't using his gold either.
That's true.
All right. Everyone gains 820. Poe gains, I don't know. And let's head through that crumbled wall.
So the wall is still there. It's just crumbled. You will need to either push it down or hit it with something to break the wall away.
I want to kick it.
Kia!
You want to kick it? Yeah, go for it.
All right. Roll me a strength check to kick the wall.
Oh, I can't just do an attack.
Go ahead. If you want to roll an attack, go ahead and roll an attack.
I'll do a Kia. Oh, a nat 20, baby!
All right, so
that's a whole 10 damage.
Falcon,
fist.
So Poe
walks over and takes a deep breath. And lets out a big punch.
All right, so Poe goes over there, and he basically you Kool-Aid Man your way through it.
Oh yeah! And I give a classic cartoon thumbs up, like G.I. Joe. Thumbs up to the group as the wall crumbles down, I suppose.
So you find
Good job.
You find a natural cave that stretches into the darkness. The passageway is narrow and hard to maneuver as you make your way down. It's very hard, so any type of combat you feel would basically be non-existent because you're having a hard time moving through it. As you keep descending further and further down, it slowly starts to open up.
Should I take the lead and try to scout ahead?
Oh yeah, let the scout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do your thing.
Scout, do your scouting.
ADM. So for one, I recast light on my mace, and for two, it's not allowing me to enter.
It's not allowing you to
enter. I'm assuming that the rest of the team went through this wall.
Oh, it's over here.
That would be why.
You were in the wrong part of the map. That's fine. Okay.
Muriel got a 29 to stealth.
Okay. You feel like you're being very sneaky.
All right,
so the cavern.
If you want to get back into the hallway.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Soon the cave opens up into a small chamber. Dim light is seen. It's produced by a single candle sitting next to the head of a skeleton, dressed in rusted mail. Upon his chest rests a great axe, its blade and handle covered in dust. No other items of note seem to be in this cavern, whereas the rest of the tomb seems to have been of grandeur. This just seems to be a small burial meant for a lone warrior who has outlived his time. A peaceful place.
Not for long. With my 29 stealth, I would like to creep a little closer. Do I see anything off or trap-like as I approach the corpse?
You don't see any traps. There doesn't seem to be any type of grandeur.
Okay. Should I make an investigation check for... by traps I meant like arrows sprouting from walls and that sort of thing. Or...
No, I understand.
Okay.
Everything. This seems to be a naturally forming cave. It doesn't seem to be been worked at all.
Okay. You said the axe was right on his chest?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I would like to come over and make a sleight of hand and just take the axe.
Okay, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
And this is where I fumble. Okay.
The
Yep.
issue you have
Yep.
is you don't have a bag
Yep.
of sand.
Yep. 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 Here we go.
Of course, because everybody knows with a bag of sand you get advantage on sleight of hand checks.
Yeah. This is why I'm called the ghost. I can move through things pretty well, but as soon as I try to pick something up, goes
Yep.
right through my hands. Okay, that was a 10 for sleight of hand.
Okay, so you reach out, you reach out and you grasp the axe and you bring it up. The moment you do, you feel this energy pulsing through your hand. It vibrates a little bit. The skeletal hand offers no resistance, and you're able to take the axe away.
This was way too easy. But since I'm a master thief, I assume that obviously nothing would go wrong. Okay. I take the axe and I head back to the tunnel.
Okay.
Obviously nothing wrong here. Nothing to see.
Right.
All right, guys, I got the axe.
Beep, Sergio, Poe, Sornar, are you four doing anything?
Congratulations! Great job! Let's get the hell out of here.
No way, an axe? That's like my third favorite kind of weapon.
What are your first two?
A long sword and a hammer.
Whoa. Good to know.
Sornar, Sergio, are you two doing anything?
No, we got what we came for. Let's go.
Yep. Let's
All
start
right.
heading towards the entrance.
All right, fair enough.
It's been a while since I've been to the surface. Can I tag along with you guys?
Can we take a vote on that?
I vote no.
Poe ignores the vote and puts his arm around him. Of course you can.
Let's go.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard. All right, let's head out of this dungeon.
All right. As you make your way out, you head up the stairs. The further the axe gets away, the fires, the lights, everything starts to dim down. So the lights go out. As you're looking around, the bubbling starts to die down as well. It feels like almost the magic is escaping from this tomb. As you make your way out from the rock face that the tomb was put into, cool night air hits your face for the first time since you've entered the cave. The moon shines overhead, and there's not a cloud in sight.
Oh shit, we made it out? Oh my god, we did it! Yeah! All right, I go for high fives all around.
Oh, I second that.
All right, I extend my hand as high as possible.
Okay.
And jump up and down trying to reach.
As we leave the tomb, does the obelisk do anything?
No?
This is too easy. This is way too easy. Can I make a perception check around the area, see if I notice anything off or different from when we went in?
Sure, go ahead. Make me a perception check. 26 to perception. It's very dark, but the light of the moon casts dim light over. In the thicket that you guys entered, you do see torch lights dancing.
Hey, bozos. We got company. We may not want to take that route out.
How close are these dancing lights? Like, are they about to show themselves?
They are pretty far away.
What direction are they heading? East or west? North, south?
They seem to be circling. They seem to be searching for something. As you're walking around, you do see large tracks in the dirt around the obelisk, like something was there and was searching around. You see large footprints and also very large either dog or wolf tracks.
I'm going to cast investigation to see if I can tell where they came from or where they went to.
You're going to cast investigation?
But I'm going to investigate.
I know. I got you. It was fun. All right. What'd you get?
I got a 24. Also, before we jumped out of the airplane, did we ever establish a point of extraction?
You did. So if you remember, Sergio has a wand. So you're to find a clearing, a flat area, and then you're to shoot the flare that the wand is, and they will see it and come pick you up.
All right. Well, then I'm going to take a step over here, and I am going to set off the wand.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is the best spot for that. Can Muriel try to stop him before he does that?
Initiative.
Okay. See how that goes. Because there are
Also,
people
what-
searching for us right next door.
What was the response of the investigation?
He's probably gonna win. Yeah, I got an 8 and he got a 9, so he fires it off right before we do.
Okay. All right. As you're looking around with your investigation, so the tracks themselves are barefoot, but they seem to also have claws. These are the telltale tracks of bugbears. Now there are tales of goblins riding upon large wolves. They seem to have come from the thicket, searched around the area, and then left. And you see in the woods that there are torchlights. So there's a large group of goblinoids actively searching the area. If you do recall from the first episode, you guys are in Shaka Tor's lands. He is a bugbear warlord. It could be safely assumed that these are his men and you are trespassing on his territory.
I relay what I know to the party and say, I don't think they're here for us, but I don't think they want us here.
So I need you to roll initiative and see if you beat out Sergio's 9. No.
I rolled a 2. I did not.
Okay. So here's the order as I see it then. Sergio says, okay, we're in a clearing. He goes to the middle of the clearing and points his wand up and fires the flare out. Muriel, a split second after, goes, no, don't do that. And then you see the flare being shot out.
I would like to stealth.
So the flare grows up, a giant green firework. It hits the sky and explodes. At the same time, you hear the horns of a war band. They are coming through the north. The clearing itself is going to be large enough for the ship to land, but it may have to land in the middle of a battlefield. The only escape that you see right now that is close to the flare is on top of the cliff. It is fairly steep, about 50 feet. It's a 50 feet sheer rock. You can try to climb it if you wish to get higher and get out of the way, but the warband is going to start approaching. What do you all do?
I have a rope that we could use. There's just somebody's got to be able to climb up there and tie it off so that everyone can climb up.
Poe's got it, and he uses his slippers as spider climbing and just walks up the cliffside.
Then I will give you my rope and you take it up there.
I'll assist with my rope depending on its length.
So the rest of you see the torches get closer and closer.
Yeah, we climb up.
There. Poe's climbing up. So Poe, what's your movement speed?
With the dash action, it's 90 movement speed per 6 seconds.
Okay. So Poe, you run straight right up a sheer rock cliff. At the top, it is flat. You don't see any trees. No major rock outcroppings. What is your strength score?
Hang on. No, I'm gonna do something else. I'm not holding on to this. This is gonna be very bad.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have any rock climbing stuff. Damn.
I have a burglar's pack.
I'm already up here. You know what? I'll just hold it and hopefully the strongest guy comes up first. This one's just gonna suck. But one at a time, please! I scream.
How heavy is everybody else?
Either the strongest person or the lightest person should come first.
I'm 145. If I can get up with the burglar tools, I used some in the dungeon earlier, but I might be able to use it to get the rope secured in some way.
Like a stake into the ground or something.
Yeah.
I have an idea you might be able to use. It depends on how creative everyone wants to be with the idea.
Well, we gotta act fast is the key factor here, so someone has to...
Well,
I think I may
I'll
be
give Muriel one of my javelins, and she can take it up there. You guys can put it in the ground and tie the rope off.
Okay, I've got an idea, guys. I want to try to cast Rope Trick.
Okay.
I love this spell.
50 feet straight up.
Okay.
So I want to kind of position it so that I know that it goes into that extra dimensional space, but we don't necessarily have to go in there. We can just crawl up the rope and then jump onto the cliff top.
That is correct.
That is amazing.
All right. You hurriedly cast your spell. The torch lights are getting closer. They're not in a huge. They're in a hurry, but because of the thicket, they have to move with difficult terrain. But they are steadily getting closer and closer to you. The rope shoots up 60 feet. The tip of it seems to disappear into an extra dimensional space. What do you do?
Dude, let's hide in that thing. Like, as long as it's properly angled where like they can't see it from down there. Like once you guys get up here, you might have to cast it again. But like, let's hide.
Fall out of it.
Oh, the big question is will we be able to breathe?
Yeah, you can breathe in that extra dimensional space.
Yeah,
This is
it's
like
good
a
for him.
first edition kind of spell. Like, it's just so wacky.
Right.
I'm so happy Beep has this spell.
Okay, so anybody that's climbing the rope, I need you to make me a climb check. So athletics.
Could I do acrobatics?
You could, just you have to climb fancy.
Oh, I can climb fancy. I am a pirate. That's a 30 for acrobatics. I am a pirate.
So you start climbing the rope upside down, using your legs, and then then flipping to your hands, then flipping to your legs, then flipping to your hands.
Poe is totally gonna whistle.
It's totally gonna what?
Whistle.
All right.
Down, boy.
What did everybody else get?
I rolled a 23.
Rolled a 23. Okay. Yep. So Sorinar hand in hand just Beep. What'd you get?
So Beep rolled a 15, but he also wants to try to scoop up Boop under one arm and crawl up.
All right. So okay, you scoop up Boop. And using your one hand, you're like. So using your hand and your legs, you start to climb the rope. And Sergio, what are you doing?
Sergio got a 26 to climb the rope.
Okay, so everybody's climbing the rope. What is the order that everybody's climbing this rope up?
So Beep will be last, trying to scoop up Boop.
Okay, so you two are the last. Sorinar, what'd you say you wanted to do?
No, I want to do, but I will not do.
Okay. All right.
I think Muriel was either first or second, besides Poe.
Okay. So are you going into the interdimensional space, or are you just hanging on the rock?
Oh yeah, no, we're hiding in the interdimensional space and like I'm like looking out into the hole like a window in a car.
Is everybody doing that?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. All right. So as you all are in the interdimensional space, you see a horde of bugbears, goblinoids, hobgoblins. They all exit the thicket. Their torches held up high. They're searching for you. You start to hear shouting from a couple of the bugbears. Does anybody speak Goblin?
Sergio does.
You hear things like, "Where are the interlopers? We shall find them. We should kill them and eat their flesh." As you guys sit,
that they want to eat us.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Meat's back on the menu, boys. As you all are in your interdimensional space, can you see above you, or is it just below you?
It's just through the portal that we created.
I actually had a question. Did they mention when they gave us the wand how long it would take for them to reach us?
They did not, because there's no way to tell that.
Okay. I'm assuming that the airship made a lot of noise.
It does.
Okay, so would we be able to sort of hear when it gets close?
You will.
Okay, so we'll need to keep an ear out for that then.
Is the rope still dangling?
I think we would have pulled it up.
Yeah,
Did you pull it up?
Beep said he'll pull. That's why Beep wanted to go last, so he could pull it up.
Okay, so he's pulled up. So they're all looking, and they're all looking and watching. As you guys shh, be quiet. As you guys are just waiting, you hear a roar of an engine sound. Lights start to flood the clearing. The bugbears all look up. You see this snarling. What do you do?
I think that's our cue to lower the rope and use it to get onto the top of the cliff face so we can get our exit out.
I got an idea. We can swing to it if like a bunch of us hold a bit of the rope.
If you want, I can take point on holding it because my athletics is like super high, so I can help everyone get up.
Because from
if someone wants to anchor with me.
So the rope is anchored to the portal. You would have to go down. You can swing from the rope if you like to. Depends on where Beep put where did Beep put the rope?
Well, I was trying to get it so that when the portal was created, it'd be pretty much right next to the cliff top.
Okay, then you guys can just hop out and get onto the rock face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's up below.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. So you all get onto the rock face. How are you guys going to make sure that they see you? Because right now they're looking at a horde of bugbears.
Ah, over here!
Does the wand have only one charge?
No, not that you know of.
All right, I can use the wand again and try and signal them.
Okay. You see the ship overhead. Its spotlights are swinging back and forth. It sees the bugbears. It starts to It's falling towards you, and it starts to dip. It starts to level up and dip up. You point your wand to the sky, and you fire it off again. As soon as you do that, it illuminates the Ether Skate, which is the ship that you guys ran onto. It circles back, and then on the rock face itself, it lands. The cargo doors open up, and you see Vilmar at the back of it, waving you over. Get in! Get in! As you hear
give a big raspberry to the goblins down there.
They're actually going to fire at you.
Yes. All right, I'm ready for this.
I'm getting in the airship.
Okay. So as you go, one of the bugbears will see you, and he's actually going to shoot at you.
Go ahead.
Get to the chopper.
The chopper.
So how much damage does it do? Or is it just...
So does a 13 hit you?
13 does not hit me.
Okay. It's going to do a couple volleys of this. So out of 4, the highest roll I got was a 22.
All right, a 22 hits me. Oh, I know. I'm ready for this. Why do you think I did this? I was so excited to finally use this ability. All right, keep going.
All right, so
hit.
So rolls with disadvantage because Beep uses deflect attack.
No. Oh.
Does a 17 hit you?
Oh yeah, 17 hits me.
Okay, so a large spear is sent your way. It's going to do 8 points of damage.
No, it doesn't. I don't even need to roll. I use deflect, miss